What's good, y'all, man? Welcome back to another video and welcome to Meet Your Mark podcast. And I got my dog Sabello here, man. He is actually the writer and producer for the top show in Africa today, man. I got him here with me right now, and I'm finna pick his brain right now because I know a lot of y'all want to know how he became successful, and we finna show how the king of TV did what he did. Anyways, y'all, let's get right into it, man.
Yes,
Sabello, man.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, brother. My
Yes,
dog
sir,
blinging
man.
out.
Every day, man.
My dog bling. Show him the watch.
I think I was like
Show
this
the
with a camera.
Yeah, show him the watch, bro. Look at him.
But I think I was like this when we initially
When we
at
met,
the
yeah.
Kings of Joburg
Yes.
premiere in
We
Jack.
did.
Yeah,
We sure
and you came
did.
up to me, you were like, "Yo, swag."
Oh my God. Bro, when I say
And you had swag. I was like, "Shit, yo, swag."
man, that's too much, bro. Nah, man.
Yeah, man.
But nah, dog got securities, bro.
Yeah, man. Shit, and you know it's
Nah.
wild out here these days.
Hey, nah,
man.
it is. It is.
You've been hearing, man.
All right, brother. So tell me, man. So
Yeah.
I got, the what I want to do today. My goal is for anybody watching this video right now. I want them to understand, be motivated on how they can do what they want to do in no matter what industry. How can they be successful? You see what I'm saying? Or just get that motivation. So let me ask you something though. Something I'm curious about, right? From when did you realize, being a writer, producing, when did you realize this was something that you wanted to do?
Yeah. So my story is a little bit different. I grew up in Pretoria, of course, and when I look back, as soon as things started to actually progress for me in my career,
Right.
I look back and if you were to ask me when I was 18, 19, would you ever consider being a writer?
Right.
I would have laughed, bro. I didn't
For
know
real?
yeah, man.
For
But yeah, for real, man. I thought it was the most corny shit ever. Everything that I did
Yeah.
was, in a sense, I was trying to be the guy who was really successful. But I did understand from a very young age, around 13, 14 years old, that you have to find your talent. You have to do what you loved in order to really succeed or to become the best version of yourself. So I started searching.
Yeah.
I basically did everything that you can think of, played soccer, fucking tried music, did everything. And with the intention of finding my true talent.
Right.
And I knew as well at 14 already that my talent would be found when it's really extraordinary compared to everybody else. So I wouldn't be average. So when I played football, when I played soccer, it was kind of average. I wasn't Ronaldo. I wasn't Messi, right?
Yeah.
So I knew right away that wasn't it.
Yeah.
And so I kept searching. And the thing that was really under my nose and that I was trying to get away from was writing, bro.
Writing.
I can express myself better. I used to be able to express myself better through the pen,
Through the
right?
pen.
Yeah, and I used to rap a little bit, so I had pages on my wall, like
That's
scripts.
dope.
Yeah. So eventually I found what I was good at. 19 years old. I think 3 months after I tried writing fiction, writing short stories, etc. I entered a competition called Gaunt's Gambit that's hosted in Canada.
wow.
It's an international short story competition, and then I won.
wow.
And from there, I got the confidence to
Actually move
on and write an actual novel.
Yeah.
And then I got signed up by Penguin Books. And then my first novel dropped at 23. I became the youngest best-selling author in the country. And a few years later, I discovered screenwriting.
Wow.
And
Wow.
yeah, I didn't look back since, man. So I've been pushing this thing.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting because one thing that I see is that, right, a lot of people, they're kind of stuck on something. they realize that okay, they have something that they want to do in mind, right?
Yeah.
They have something they want to do in mind, but they realize, oh shoot, I could actually, this
Take
this
further or something.
yeah, I could take this further. How did you realize, right? Because you said that you've done multiple different things. When did you realize? Because a lot of people are doing things that they think they're good at, but they're not actually good at. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when did you figure out, like, nah, this is like, this is it. Like, I'm not good at. Like, how did you understand? How did you have that self-awareness?
Let me tell you. It's all about achievements. Like even the little achievements that build towards that big goal or the big goals. So it's like asking Marco, let's sprint, bro. And at school. And you're the fastest kid in school. Next thing you running against other high schools.
Right.
And you're still the fastest guy. Next thing you're going provincial. You're still the fastest guy.
Right.
Then next thing you're going national and you're still the fastest guy. So it was these little accomplishments that gave me confidence and self-belief in myself to say, okay, fuck, I think I'm really good at this. And there's no young black writers out there that are doing what I'm doing, for instance. And my story is unique, man, in the sense of I had nobody to actually look up to. In South Africa, young black writers.
Tell me about that.
Go and Google South African authors that are at a certain level. Right. There's nothing.
So tell me about that, because I see a lot of people, right? So a lot of people that I see are successful. They typically have like this, some people have this mentor, some people probably don't, but that's a lot of things I've seen. So would you say that you've looked up to anybody? Like in terms, like just anybody in general? Did you have somebody like a mentor that you looked up to?
Absolutely. He's tattooed right here under my shirt.
Oh, wow.
Shauna Ferguson.
You think that's vital?
Well, it's not vital for everybody to tattoo
No,
mentor on their back.
I'm saying, is it vital to have a mentor?
Absolutely. Okay. I think so. For me, especially. But people are different, man. I realize that everybody's journey is different. Okay. And unique. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like your DNA or your fingerprint. Everybody's very, very different. Right. We can all get to a certain place. Right. We can all get to the Oscars. But everybody's story of how they got there is different. So for me, I felt like having someone to look up to, be like, oh, okay, so I had Shauna Ferguson. Right. So he was the king of TV before he passed away in 2021.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that's Connie Ferguson?
Connie Ferguson's husband.
Okay.
Yes. The producer of The Queen. He did everything, man. Everything successful, and also Kings of Joburg. He was the one who put me on Kings of Joburg.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So once we linked up and he basically took me under his wing, started, dropping knowledge every single day on how to become a successful filmmaker, producer in the country, and how to actually really make money off of this stuff. And also enjoy the process of real storytelling, because there's a lot of guys that do storytelling, but they broke. That man had the Rolls Royces, the Maybachs, the Lamborghini, the new Aston Martins, the big houses, everything. So when I saw that at face value, in real life, I was like, shit, this is possible. I'm right here. I just have to do certain things. I have to put in a certain amount of work. I have to believe in myself in order to achieve. But at the same time, I realized as I was being mentored by him that I have bigger goals. My desires are bigger, they're beyond. And he did understand that in a sense, whereby, we had a lot of conversations at his house where he's like, where I told him, listen, you're great, but when I do my thing, you're going to look back and say, fuck, this kid.
I love about you. The one thing I figured out is you're very, very humble. And just the sense that you the fact that you are announcing like, oh no, this is my mentor. The success is not something that you have alone, that you do alone. You don't do this alone. You had somebody that helped guide you and you just, you know what I'm saying, you shouting them out right now, man. Rest in
Absolutely.
peace him, man.
Every day, man.
Yeah,
Every
I love
day.
it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Now you do talk a lot about belief,
Yeah.
right? Because I've heard you a couple times talk about belief and how, you know, that played a big role in terms of what you do now. So
Yeah.
how would you say, you know, for the people that are watching this right now, how did you increase your belief system in what you're doing? Because, you know, you got a lot of people that hate, a lot of people that, you know, just down talk, you know, your work because you're an artist. A lot of artists, that's a very vulnerable thing that you're doing,
Yeah.
right? You know, you're writing
Absolutely.
and, you know, it's very vulnerable,
Yeah.
right? And you got a lot of criticism. How would you say you increased your belief in yourself into doing what you do now?
It started around, I was 21 or so. I used to read a lot, obviously, and came across the book, The Secret, Law of Attraction. I read a book by Napoleon Hill titled Think and Grow Rich. I got the tat right here. Think and Grow Rich.
Oh, man. Hold on. You
I
got to
got the
show that.
Hollywood as well.
Oh, yeah. I
It's all
love
about
it.
manifestation.
I
So
love
my religion is
Yeah,
manifestation.
manifestation.
The law of attraction. You know, speaking things into existence, working towards something. Even if, you know, you're not loud about it, but you know that you have something.
Right.
And you're going towards a certain path. You're clear in your vision, and you execute that vision. And you'll be unstoppable, man. Like I've had goals that I'm still till today. Sometimes they just pop up, and I'm like, oh, I remember I manifested this 2 years
Like,
ago.
yeah. Oh,
And as little as it is, like a small goal, I'm like, oh, it's happening now. You
That's
know?
beautiful.
So I really did study. I'm still a student of the law of attraction.
Law of attraction.
You know, I'm a believer in a higher power. I'm a believer in the universe.
Yeah.
Some people call it God. Some people call it whatever
Yeah.
the case is, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the universe, man. God is not a person. It's not a man. It's not a thing. The air is God. This background is God. You know, everything that is in existence is that. So once you understand that, you put something out there and you believe it enough, it will come back. You put certain amount of work and action, you can do anything
Faith
you
in
want,
action.
man.
I love
I'm
it, man.
telling
Y'all
you,
heard
bro.
it. Y'all heard it here first, man.
Yeah.
Nah, that's real.
Yeah.
Now, so I see who you are today,
Yeah.
but can you take me back? How was your childhood? How was your upbringing? How would you say your upbringing was?
So born in '89, in Pretoria, and my dad was in politics. So he served. He was in the ANC. He's a top guy in the ANC. One of the top guys in ANC.
Yeah.
He went to prison, Robben Island, with Nelson Mandela.
Right.
For 2 years, 3 years, whatever the case is, just before I was born.
Right.
And then he was released, and by '94 he was elected to go to Parliament, the first 400, with Nelson Mandela to Cape Town to, you know, obviously construct the legislation and the new South Africa, right? So I grew up basically in the burbs. I didn't come from the ghetto. But and that's true, man.
Yeah.
That's real.
That's
so
dope.
I was really privileged enough to have a father and an upbringing of understanding and being able to explore, being able to travel as
Yeah.
well, so that my mind can adapt to different things,
different
different
things.
peoples.
Yeah.
I had friends like of different races,
Yeah.
etc. This is in '94 when things were still hectic in SA, right?
Yeah.
Most of my friends, most of the black people that I know, didn't go to the burbs until 2000, some of them 98, whatever. I was there before democracy, bro. I was there, yeah. So I was really, really privileged. And my dad was the kind of father to allow me to find what I actually wanted to do, my
That's
passion.
beautiful.
So I was very, very lucky, you know. If I had a different kind of father or mother, because I mean, a lot of kids have talent that they will never discover. 90 fucking percent of people actually, work every single day. They don't enjoy what they do. You see them in traffic. I haven't even been in traffic for a minute, man. I wake up when I want to wake up.
Wake up when you want to.
I'm my own boss.
You hear this? Do you hear this? Bro, that's inspiration to the T,
But
man.
that's honestly, like, I think the difference that I had.
Right.
I tried piano, bro. Like piano lessons. I went and did this. I went and did that, just to try and discover what the hell is my calling.
Yeah. So your dad put you in different.
Yeah, he paid for it. Like, and then 2 weeks later, shit, I can't play the piano like John Legend. I can't do this. I can't do that.
Yeah.
All right, next thing.
But he exposed you to that.
Yeah. So I was constantly searching. What am I actually good at? But the fire that was in me to actually say, I don't want to just go to school and then finish high school and then go to university and then get a job.
Right.
Do accounting, become an accountant, but hate my life, wait for that check at month end. That's 40 grand, 50 grand, 60 grand, or even 100 grand. But you're working and you don't even love what you do,
Yeah.
A lot of people don't enjoy. I enjoy my day.
Enjoy it.
Like, I don't even have, there's no Monday, bro.
Yeah.
Like, every day is Saturday.
Every day Saturday. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You guys gotta quote me
every
on
day
that.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot. Every day Saturday, man. Nah, I
Yeah.
love it. I
Yeah.
love it, man. So you would say that your parents were supportive. So both your parents were they very supportive of your journey?
My dad especially.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, my mom, I mean, she didn't understand what I was doing.
Okay.
When I discovered writing, other kids, my peers were in uni, and I went to the University of Pretoria, Tugs.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So I studied economics. Second year, I dropped out because I was like, I want to do this. And now think about this, Marco. There's no podcaster. Nobody knows what a podcast is at the time.
Yeah.
But you want to be a podcaster, and you drop out of school. And they're like, what the hell is he doing upstairs in his room? That time you're on the mic trying to, perfect your voice.
Right.
Master the arts of programming or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
Nobody was writing. Nobody made it cool until me. I made this shit cool, bruh. Every other writer that is out here in the industry, they're just staff writers. I've never actually worked for one of these productions that people know, telenovelas. I've never been a staff writer on Generations or The River or whatever show that's popping in South Africa. My career spawned from me believing in myself, and I automatically got my first film, for instance. The first time I wrote a screenplay, I got signed by Netflix. Silverton Siege became the first African original international series. Film, sorry.
Right.
Not series, film.
Right.
So there are other Netflix films that came before, but they were exclusive to Africa. My film, the first film, is the first one that is released internationally. So back home in the US, they would see it. Oh, what is this? Silverton Siege. Bank heist film, action, blah, blah, blah. That was my first film, bro. And that was the first time I actually tried to write a film. So, I'm also kind of blessed.
Wait, hold on. You said that too quick. Wait, say that one more time. You said that's the first time you tried to write a film?
Yeah, a screenplay, a fully fledged screenplay. Yeah, a fully fledged film.
And it was a hit.
And it was number 2 in the world on Netflix. Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
Come on,
bro.
man. It's crazy.
That's
bro.
dope, bro.
Yeah.
That is dope. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, that's definitely crazy.
You can imagine how I felt.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Let me, bro, because I'm curious, man.
Yeah.
Because you came in here
Yeah.
blinging.
Yeah.
Show them the diamonds real quick. Pull it up to the camera. You came in here blinging.
But they know, man.
They see it. They see it. You came in here blinging with the watch. What was the first purchase that you made on your road to success? What was that first purchase?
The first big one.
Yeah, first big purchase.
My car.
Your car.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
BMW M2 Sport convertible. It's outside.
Yo.
Yeah. That was the big one. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Hey man.
And you gotta understand, man. No other, screenwriters in South Africa.
Yeah.
I don't think people, I say this enough.
Mm.
Screenwriters in South Africa get paid peanuts, bro. If you, Marco, you
Yeah.
want to write a script in South Africa, they would probably give you 100, 200,000
Wait,
rands,
rands.
not dollars, bro. Rands, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah. That's
Wait,
the average. No, I mean, that's the average.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And it's been going on for a while, yeah.
That's
They don't pay you
crazy.
like enough, man. They don't pay enough.
Yeah.
Mine, I won't say the amount, but
Okay.
I made history, obviously. Yeah.
Hey, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
And I continue. And the reason why I'm mentioning this shit, I'm not bragging. I
Yeah.
want to inspire, bro.
Yeah.
You know, there's
All
a lot of
inspirational
artists.
purposes. We not no flexing,
No
no
flexing,
flexing going
bro.
on. Yeah, no,
No
flexing.
flexing,
It's all
bro.
inspiration.
Yeah. Facts, bro.
Nah, that's dope, bro.
Facts, bro.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
This is you inspiring me. I low key want to write something. Like this. I ain't gonna cap me. We gonna have to talk after this
Hit
one,
me
man.
up, bro.
We gonna have to talk after
Hit
these.
me out, bro.
All right, so I'm curious for this question. As
Yeah.
somebody that's, for myself successful, for yourself successful, right?
Yeah.
I want to know from your perspective, and for the viewers that are listening that may not be successful, right? A lot, are trying to figure out that road. What distractions or what would you say was like something that, oh shit, like you realized was a distraction for you and could
Yeah.
slow you down that you had to stop?
Yeah. There's a lot.
A lot.
Obviously, people, partying, things that pull you away from doing the job that you're supposed to do. I'm a very disciplined individual, man.
Right.
Everybody, like, I think from social media, people have a certain, they view me in a certain way, and when they actually find out who I actually
Right.
am and what I actually do,
Yeah.
it's completely different. People probably think that, Subs is out here. He's at Rockets. He's at the clubs. He's at, whatever the case
Right.
is. And that's not the case, man. Most of the time, I'm at home. I'm grinding. Saturday night, after this, right, I'm going to go and have an early dinner with the wife.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get back to the grind, bro.
I love
and
it.
I could be, having my Hennessy. I'm on the balcony. Music in the background. I'm grinding, bro. It's Saturday.
I love it.
I've been doing that for years, bro. And that's the difference. That's why you see the difference in results.
That's
the
the
results.
difference.
Yeah.
That's
Results
why you
don't lie,
see
bro.
the difference.
Yeah, exactly. So I put it in, man, every single day. I'm always working. Even if we can sit down on a social, outlet,
Right.
it's all work, bro. Like, I live this thing for real, for real.
That's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So for anybody that's wasting time right now,
Yeah.
procrastinating, hanging with the wrong people, right?
Doing the wrong thing.
Doing the wrong things, man. What advice would you give that person right now?
Finding out what you love to do helps you break that thing that will take you away from actually put in the work. We'll party later, dog.
Right.
So if you love what you do, right, it's your passion.
Right.
You're not working, man. It's not a thing that pulls you away from anything. You're enjoying every moment of every single thing that you're doing.
Right.
So if you're procrastinating, it's because there's no drive. And why is there no drive? It's because you don't want it. When you want something, when it's real and it's natural, that connection,
Right.
there's nothing that can stop that progression, right? So with me, I love my work. Why is Subs always working? Why, dog? You don't stop. Why, dog? It's because I enjoy what I do. I really enjoy it.
I love it.
Sometimes I will, after having a session of writing at 2 in the morning until 4,
Yeah.
just before I go to bed, I'll watch a film, like an old film or something that I want to work on.
Right.
Right. And this is repetitive. And now I can enjoy it because I enjoy movies. Who doesn't enjoy movies? But the difference is that I actually make movies or make stories, right?
Makes movies.
Yeah, so it's like being an artist, any other artist, like making music.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, man. So why would you go to the club to listen to other artists and you love music and you're an artist, instead of making the music that people will dance to, I think that's like a
That's facts.
almost like a Drake quote. I don't know which track it was, but yeah.
Nah, that's dope,
Yeah.
bro. That's dope,
Yeah,
man.
so it's just the passion, bro. It's the passion.
Yeah.
Just discovering what you really love.
What
man.
you really love. Have you ever, because like, although you love what you do, have you ever
Yeah.
felt like, man, some days this is, I ain't really
Yeah,
messing
a
with
lot-
it,
a
but
lot.
I gotta do it. It's what's gotta
A
get
lot,
done.
a lot. And I'm not. Listen, this thing is not a beautiful relationship. It's not a perfect relationship.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, but it's not perfect.
It's not perfect, yeah.
So some days I don't want to do certain things that have to happen for my career or what I love to do. You know, it is part of what I love to do.
Right.
But there's certain things that I don't like about it. And I have to push myself.
You gotta put,
I have to push myself, but it's because that I know if I do this, certain things will happen. You know, and that's just natural to me. I don't think you can really teach that. You can only say, go and find that thing, and then that person will discover. You know, not everybody's gonna be the guy.
Yeah.
Not every soccer player that wants to play soccer is gonna be Cristiano Ronaldo. There are gonna be some professionals.
Right.
But then there's your Messi level, your Cristiano Ronaldo, your Pele, your all these legends, right?
Right.
There are rappers. Not everybody's gonna be a Jay-Z, Lil Wayne. This is not my top 5, by the way. Drake. Who else is there? The special, few
Right.
in that top bracket. Not everybody's gonna be that, and I do understand that. I'm in that bracket. I'm in that bracket. So I just push, bro. I enjoy what I do, bro.
So I want your perspective on this. So not everybody is that, but do you feel like everybody has a chance to be that?
Everybody does have a chance, but I don't know why things are like this in the world. You know, someone has to pick up garbage on a Monday. Someone has to mop up the floors.
Right.
Someone has to do certain jobs.
Right.
I don't know why life is like that. You know, it's just like the jungle. We're in Africa. It's just like the jungle. Why is it that if we're saying God or the universe made lions so that they can chase and eat the zebras,
Right.
or whatever the case is? It's just the way it is, man.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. But for those who aren't interested in finding what they really want to do, you know, and enjoying, some people can discover that, oh my God, I enjoy just being a PA.
Right.
That's it. And you'll be content. But now you're not a PA, bagging groceries. Not
I do-
everybody is going to want to be
Right.
the star and going to be the star.
Right.
Not everyone has the
I
same
see that.
ambitions or aspirations. Success is measured through perspective. Yeah.
I see that. I could. Nah, that definitely that sums it. That definitely makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I feel like I see exactly what you're saying. I feel like a lot of times, we see other people on a certain level, or with different at a different perspective, a different aspect of life. But you may be blessed yourself. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But it's like you figure out like, oh shit, my family not this, or my cousin not this. You try to figure out why. Well, because you're chosen and you decided to put in the work. You see
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, and I
That's
feel
how
that.
I feel every day,
Yeah,
bro.
I feel that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I try to inspire others, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, yo, they get inspired.
Right.
Well, they act like they're inspired.
Right.
But then a week later, and I'm like, yo, Marco, you want to write? Then you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do that. And Marco's just amped and he's inspired. And then a month later, 2 months later, you try to write something,
Right.
and then it doesn't work out. 2 years later, is Marco still writing? Marco said, fuck that. I ain't doing that shit. Let me get on to the next, right? So people aren't built the same. People
Yeah.
are different, right?
I see that.
I'm blessed to have discovered what I have. I think I'm here for a certain reason to really inspire Africans, on a global stage.
Yeah.
And I'm not, and I've been saying this from the beginning of my career. This is not Africa's best, blah blah blah. Nah, I'm going to Hollywood. I'm gonna be the best in the world. I'm gonna compete against the best in the world, and I'm gonna be the best. So even now, like the things that are happening for me that I had manifested are happening now. You see me in LA.
See, one thing I feel about you, right? You have
Yeah.
this spirit,
Yeah.
and I feel this in every successful person,
Yeah.
is that success is a title, right? Success.
Yeah.
I think the person is successful before they even seen
Attained.
and they've attained it.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like because the way you're speaking right now, I'm the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on Hollywood. This is
Yeah.
going to happen. Like there's no other way. This is going to happen. I feel like everybody should believe that within themselves and whatever
Yes,
art
sir.
they have.
Yes, sir.
You see?
I agree with you.
Nah, that's beautiful, bro. I love it.
Thank you so much,
I love
brother.
it. So I see you got Hollywood tatted on your arm.
Yeah.
You see it right
Hope
there,
you see that.
right?
It's
And
manifest.
so
Yeah.
what is your?
And I
what's
got
your
this. Look, check this out.
oh, let me
Got
see.
the-
What's
The
that?
classic LA.
What's that?
Yeah.
Man. Let me ask you. Would you ever move to LA?
Absolutely.
For real?
But early on in my career, I was like clear on that. Like as soon as I get the call, I'm gone. But because I've grown in my career and I'm starting to see things a little bit differently, and the world has gotten a lot smaller, you know. I was number 3, my first film in the US on Netflix.
Yeah.
So, and from SA, I'm
Right.
from Africa. I've never stepped, you know, a foot in Los Angeles. How did I do that, you know? So it's kind of becoming clearer to me that, oh, you know, you don't really have to tie yourself geographically to a certain place to make it at a certain place.
Right.
You know, everything now is connected, and things are a little bit easier.
Right.
You know? So for me, LA has always been my dream. I've always said I'm gonna stay in Calabasas. You know, I'm gonna have the beach house in Malibu. I'm gonna fucking splurge in what's that place? Palm Springs.
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs, man, and do the most, bro. And then
That's dope.
also have a big ass house in SA, of course,
In SA.
home base. But now it's like, if I have to move to LA, then I will. But I would rather be based in South Africa,
Africa.
and have
And
a
have-
few homes in Los Angeles. But I'm back and forth.
Back
you
and
know, you don't have to tie yourself to a certain thing. But things are moving, man.
So we're finna wrap up here, man. I don't want to keep you up too long, bro, but
Yeah.
I do want to just ask you, what is one thing for everybody that's out there that's trying to be successful? And I'm pretty sure if you watching this, if you watched it to this end, your goal is to be successful in life. Whatever that is, whatever that looks like, you're trying to be successful, right? What advice would you give that person if they want to be successful?
I would say the easiest way to describe this would be to, one, find out what you want to do with your life, right? And it's not easy for instance, a 20-year-old or a 15-year-old to do that. But just envision what you really enjoy to do every day, and don't be afraid to explore and find things out. Once you do find what you love to do with your life, this life thing will clock very quick. I can remember it was my 21st birthday. How many years has it been? I'm on my way to a decade, I think.
Wow.
No, I've passed the decade and a few. See how fast life is gone past?
Yeah.
So you have to find that one thing that you really want to do, whether it's big or whether it's small. Just love it.
Just love it.
And when you do discover what you love to do,
Yeah.
put everything, every single thing into it. Hard work, sacrifice. I've sacrificed so much. Sacrificed my body, dog. Even
Wow.
health, everything, time. So I can't lose.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, man, man, it was a pleasure having you on, brother. Thank y'all for watching the end of this podcast. Make sure that y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. And make sure y'all go follow the King of TV, the new King of TV. And we'll all see y'all at the top.